Everybody that participated in the Tamaqua Memorial Parade today and the ceremony up there. Eric Zisselman took over John's position after John's 27 years, and John was awarded with a lot of things today up at the cemetery. Was very proud. Person that's not mentioned every year, that probably puts a couple hours in every morning and everything else. Sean Frederickson for our sound system. He sets up the sound system here and up at the cemetery. Sean, thank you very much. This year is kind of a little different year down in Tamaqua American Legion because actually we're kind of without a commander right now because our commander passed away, and immediately following this we will have a little memorial for him inside. But I'd like to introduce our Poppy Queen, Courtney Kovach, our Poppy Queen. Tamaqua Mayor, Chris Morrison, we thank you. We took notice on Broad Street today coming down. I took it upon myself because our American Legion's going weaker with our marchers. They become older and everything else, and we can't march. So I took it upon myself to ask the junior ROTC from Panther Valley to lead our parade. Joe Bevins led our parade with the American flag. And I'd like to thank Joe for his service and for leading our parade. Out there, I was also asked by someone if I could take another member into our honor guard to help with our parade. We have Kelsey Jones of the United States Marine Corps, a member, or actually from down in the Ringgold area, but Tamaqua area, right? Kelsey, thank you. Andy Legamuth asked me if he can have just a minute or two, so I'd like to have Andy come up at this time.
I know not a lot of the veterans in the community can make it up to the Odd Fellows. I wrote a condensed speech for those. Hello everyone, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Andrew Labaguth. I'm not really a speaker, so you don't have to worry about a long speech. Let me explain a little bit about myself before I start. I joined the Marine Corps shortly after graduating from the Tamaqua High School in 1996. A reservist at the time, I was called to active duty in 2003 and served 10 months in Iraq. I was medically discharged following a tank explosion and other injuries. Every Memorial Day, we are reminded of the sacrifices given by those who have fought to preserve our freedom and keep us safe. Many people visit cemeteries and memorial services. Some place American flags and graves of veterans. Each hero lost represents a son, a daughter, a father, a mother, a brother, a sister, and a friend. In total, over 1,300,000 Civil War and American military members have lost their lives during our country's 238-year history. I want to put that number into perspective. Feel free to step in. Okay, thank you. In the 48 months of the American Civil War, there were over 364,000 total deaths. In the 52 months of World War I, there were over 53,000 American military deaths. In the 72 months of World War II, there were over 291,000 American military deaths. In the 37 months of the Korean War, there were over 33,000 American military deaths. In the 90 months of the Vietnam War, there were over 47,000 American military deaths. These 5 wars mark some of over 70 total conflicts our country has faced in its lifetime. Look closely at the service members' names in front of you. This 200-page list contains 35 military service members who have passed away on each page. It represents 6,809 who have died in the line of duty during the current global war on terrorism since 9/11. If we were to add all the names of those U.S. military members killed in all American conflicts, this list you see in front of you will stretch over 5 miles. On Friday, for the first time, these names were read aloud during a prestigious ceremony held at the National Mall in Washington, D.C. During the ceremony, Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel said, "On this day, we'll commemorate the heroism of men and women in uniform who have given their lives for our nation during the past 13 years of war. Knowing that whenever we remember them, we are helping to preserve the honor of their sacrifices for generations to come. By reciting their names at this revered memorial, we are also linking them to the sacrifices and heroism of those who fought in generations past." Ending, Hagel said, "More than letters on a page or etchings on a wall, it is the memory of their actions that sustains us, and we must never forget their courage and their sacrifice on our behalf." Thank you.
Andy, thank you. We know it's warm out here. We want to make our service a little short. I don't know where Stevie's at, if Stevie came out. Stevie DeDurko, our Grand Marshal of the 2014 Memorial Day Parade. Stevie, we'd like to thank you from the American Legion from the bottom of our heart. Thank you for being our Grand Marshal.
Stand up, Stevie. Yay!
We're going to have a brief, like I said, a brief memorial inside the Legion immediately following our honors.
Hey.
While we're out here, I also like to thank our Tamaqua American Legion, the Tamaqua Legion and American Legion Auxiliary, the Sons of the American Legion, for the continuous support that we have throughout the years. And hopefully the new regime that's going to be taking over in July, we will continue and keep on serving Tamaqua Borough and American Legion. I'd like to ask the mayor at this time to grab the wreath for the Anvets Memorial. And on behalf of our past commander, I would ask Nancy to please place the saddle in front of the American Legion. Attention. Present arms. this time, I'd like to ask Joe to please hand over the American flag. Sean, can you grab the American flag off of Joe? Ms. Jones, hand your rifle over to someone. The American flag is ordered at half-staff every Memorial Day in honor of those who gave their ultimate sacrifice. At 12 noon, the flag is supposed to go to full staff. Our American flag hanging in front of our post is in memory of our past commander, Larry Comana. I would like them, our true service active person, please put our national flag to full staff. First of all, I need 2 people before they raise that one. The other 2 has to go up immediately following. So if I need 2 people from the Honor Guard, one for the state flag and one for the POW flag, it'll go up immediately following the American flag. As we remember in flag etiquette, nothing flies higher than the American flag. If you have 3 flags at home, always remember the American flag is always the highest. Go ahead.
All right.
Retire colors. We return inside for a brief memorial.